Welcome to the Wednesday Warrior Wrap-Up, where we take a look at some of the awesome news and reveals of this week. First up on the Wednesday Warrior Wrap-Up, we have some news about those Comic-Con Hasbro Pulse exclusives. They went up for pre-order on the 5th of August, and they went in and out of stock between then and now. I believe the Transformers 2-pack is still in stock, which is shown here. The Cobra Commander is the hardest one, it looks like, to get out of them. The Death's Head was not only available on Pulse, but also Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toys. And I believe as of the recording now, they are both still in stock. And then the Star Wars Darth Maul with Sith Speeder was only on Pulse, and I believe it is sold out now. But there has been comments that the Cobra Commander and the Darth Maul on social media, people have been posting the links again saying that they came back in stock, so they could come back in, they could sell out. Just keep an eye on it. But Death's Head and the Transformers pack are easier to get if you are looking for those ones. All four of the exclusives are amazing. I was able to pick them up when I was at Comic-Con. It was crazy because they were in stock every day, even after the lottery, so you could get them all week. But after the show, the Cobra Commander is a little bit harder to get, but the Transformers pack is easier to get. The Cobra Commander is the hardest to get, and then the Star Wars and the Death's Head, they're kind of in the middle. I would say Death's Head is a little bit easier to get than Darth Maul, but really cool. Just wanted to cover them here again and talk about them real fast, and the last little bit of Comic-Con news until we move on to the fall season. And over in McFarland Toys news, the Music Maniacs Rock Edition has two new additions to it that are limited number. They're like in the thousands. First up is the Queen's Freddie Mercury action figure from McFarland Toys, and it looks really cool. I've seen some Freddie Mercury action figures from SH Figure Arts to some other import companies, but it's kind of fun to see a more affordable version of a figure of the lead singer of Queen, if you're looking to get it. And then we also have a Music Maniacs Rock Edition Slash with his awesome top hat and his glasses and his guitar. And both of these went up for pre-order over the week on McFarlandToys.com. You could also get them on the fan channels like Big Bad Toys and Entertainment Earth. They're really cool. I like this idea of pop culture singer characters. I really hope he does a David Bowie. I know that McFarland has done a Dark Crystal version of David Bowie in the past, so it'd be cool to see him do a Ziggy Stardust one, or just a David Bowie of any kind in this line of figures, so fingers crossed for that. But I figured I'd cover them here because it's something different than the DC stuff or the Warhammer stuff that he does, like on a basis that it's something kind of unique and different, and they're really cool figures. So I just want to cover them here real fast. Over at Fury Model Kits and Fury Models and Fury Toys in general, they're the ones who do the Transformers. They do licensed stuff with Hasbro for Transformers, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, and they have model kits, and they have like figures, and they have die-cast figures, and they can get up there in price, but the model kits are what I'm most excited about. And right here today we have a picture of a bunch of the model kits and then a couple of non-model kit items. But there's a couple that are already out if you want them. They're on Big Bad Toys, Entertainment Earth. That is the Shockwave, Soundwave, and the Hound that are shown here. But the ones that I'm really excited about is the image of a gray prototype of Bonsaitron, which is really exciting because I've been wanting a figure of him for a while, and I don't know if this is a model version. I believe this is a model version, so I'm really excited for that. And then we have one of their more expensive, fancier versions of a dinosaur Megatron from Beast Wars, which just looks really cool, and I like the paint apps here and the purple and all that. And then the one that I was most excited about that we finally are getting is a G1 version of Megatron to go with the G1 version of Optimus, which is already out too. The Megatron is actually a colored type. I know it's not a great prototype, it's just Megatron is gray. But this is a finished, what it's going to look like when they make the model, so I'm very excited for that. And then also, on a non-Transformers note, the Spider droid from the Spider-Verse, they're going to be making one of him. I don't know if it's a figure or model kit yet, but I'm very excited for it because it looks really cool, so I thought I'd cover it here too. But very excited for that G1 Megatron. I love myself some Megatrons and Optimuses in any kind of form of model kit, action figure, die-cast figure, anything. it's really cool, so I'm excited for that. And in other Transformers news, the Takara Tomy team showed off their version of a Leo Convoy from the Transformers Legacy line, and this one looks incredible. I loved the one that came out from Hasbro and Takara way back. It's just the beast mode head a lot of people are kind of off-put by. I keep mine in robot mode and it looks really cool with the rest of my primes, but this one, I kind of want this one really badly. It is actually a Leo Convoy with a proper animation deco beast head, and the coloring, the shiny golds, the whites, the gunmetals, the reds, the blues, the weapons are now painted instead of just a solid color. I believe they were solid yellow with the American release and the Takara release of the original one. And Takara's been doing this recently with a lot of figures where they don't do like they used to with Legends. They try to make sure that everything is the same, so they really put a lot of effort into the figures now. But sometimes Takara wants to go above and does these really cool figures. They are pricier. I believe this is going to be about, I want to say, translated to American dollars, about $45. So it is more expensive than a regular Voyager class because this is a Voyager. It's the same figure, pretty much, just better beast pieces, better beast head, better deco, everything. It's really cool. I'm really hoping that Hasbro Pulse will put this up on their website, and you can pre-order it there. But if this is definitely an insta buy for me because I love Leo Convoy. He's one of my favorite Optimus versions, kind of characters where it looks like Optimus Prime and stuff, right up there with the G1 one and the RAD one for me. So I'm very excited for this one. I'm hoping that in the future they'll put a pre-order link up and I can share it to my socials, but as of now there's just news and a price, and we don't even know if it's going to be here in the US yet. So fingers crossed. It looks really awesome. And in Marvel Legends news, Marvel Legends had a bit of a sneak peek surprise for us over the week. Dan from the marketing team and Hasbro Pulse uploaded some images and pre-order dates, which, by the way, the pre-orders for these are going to go up on Thursday, the next day of this video, of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Wave 2. And this wave is really cool. It has most of the main cast and some additions to the team now. So first up we have a Peter Parker Spider-Man where he has the more blonde hair, not the dishwater blonde hair, the one that in the first movie unfortunately lost his life to the Kingpin. And then we have a new version of Spider-Gwen with the little AI character that goes with Miguel, I believe. I feel bad I haven't seen the movie yet. I know I'm really bad at keeping up with the movies and stuff. I'm more of a comic guy myself. But we also have a Miguel, aka Spider-Man 2099. We have a Miles Morales. We have a Miles Morales where he's the Prowler. We have the Spider-Man from India. And then we also have a Spider-Punk where he's kind of purple. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that was something from the movie that I haven't seen yet. I'm very sorry. But overall, there are 6 in total. Miles, Gwen, 2099 Spider-Man, Miguel, Peter Parker, Spider-Punk, and then the Prowler, Miles. And all 6 are amazing looking. Most of the figures are just new head sculpts now of unmasked versions, but most of the figures, like the Spider-Punk, the 29 Spider-Man, the Spider-Gwen, the Miles, even I think the top part of the Peter Parker, those are all the same, I believe. And then of course they gave the Peter Parker the lower part of the Spider-Man costume. And then the only really new ones is the India Spider-Man and the Prowler Miles. So it's very much an interesting wave. I feel like if you bought the first wave, which I bought some of them, it's kind of like you're just buying it for slightly different paint apps and different heads of unmasked faces, so it's kind of like but overall really cool figures. Fun to see that they're still making stuff for it, even though it's been has it been a couple years or a year? I think it's been a year and a half, maybe. I don't know. I feel bad. I lost track of time when it comes to the Marvel movies and everything. But just some really cool stuff. Wanted to cover it here. And like always, we like to cover comics each week that we think look cool here at these Star Wars Prime reviews. And first up, we have a look at Marvel Venom Wars #1, which looks really cool. I love the cover here. It is a mini-series, I believe. So it's going to be really exciting to kind of read through. And then next up, we have Dark Horse's Arkham Horror, Terror at the End of the World, or Time. I feel bad if I got that wrong, which looks really cool. It's very much a kind of eldritch horror kind of themed comic series. So that looks really cool. I'm excited for that. And then we have a look at Marvel's Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood, which is a story, of course, of the Black Suit Spider-Man in his dark era, and there's a bunch of different artists and writers that are working on it, which looks really cool. And then finally, we have, based on the Garfield movie, Garfield #1 by Kaboom, I think it's Kaboom Comics, which looks really cool, and I'm excited for that. So those are 4 comics that I think look really cool this week that I'm excited for, and I'm going to try to read through. Like always, don't forget to support your local comic shop, pick up your comics, and have fun. In today's Creative Corner, we have a look at not just one, but 2, because they kind of coincide, creators on Instagram. First up is the one I found first, which was Fake Mon Labs, which is a Pokemon artist who collabs 2 things like Pokemon and Power Rangers, which are 2 of my fandoms of my childhood, together. So you've got like each of the Zords as Pokemon with their trainers. So here I have Jason with his Dragon Zord as a Pokemon, him as a trainer, which I thought was really cool. And then they also had some other really cool like mashups on their page, but then they work with someone called Paperboy, I believe is what you say it as, on Instagram, who does art also. So I'm covering both of them because they both work together from what it looks like, and both their work is incredible. I liked his Paperboy's TMNT piece they have here, and just some really cool stuff. Definitely go give them some follows, some love, some likes, and just kind of see what they have. If you like superheroes, if you like Pokemon, if you like Power Rangers, if you have a 90s nostalgia and superhero fan, they're definitely worth giving a follow and some likes to. Really cool stuff. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.